Hi, my name is Mrs. Jones, and I'm a lead teacher in the middle school. And today I'm going to be showing you how to complete your iReady assessment. You may be asking, what is iReady and why do I have to do this? iReady is a diagnostic assessment. So what that means is this assessment will is an it examines what you already know and what you can do prior to learning this year. So this is going to provide your teacher with a baseline so she knows or she or he knows the progress that you are going to make this year. So if you look here at the bottom, you can see there's a comic and the physician or the doctor here is saying where does it hurt. He's assessing the patient. So the patient's coming in, he has a problem. He is telling the physician, I don't feel good. And if you've ever gone to the doctor, you tell the doctor what's wrong, and he begins to assess you. If you have a sore throat, he's going to look at your throat and he's going to examine, and so that he can pinpoint exactly what the patient needs. The doctor would know what the patient needs unless he examines. And so, in the same way, teachers have to examine their students so that they know exactly what their students need. And that's why we have our students take a diagnostic assessment. This assessment is going to tell your teacher exactly what you need to move forward in your learning. So, as you're taking your diagnostic assessment, you will have one for math and you will have one for language arts. There are some things that you can do to prepare and make sure that you do your best job on your diagnostic assessment. First, before you start your assessment, make sure you find a quiet, comfortable place to work and remove all distractions. We want you to do the best on this test so that we know what you need to learn this year. And so you want to remove any maybe if you have a television that's on, that would be a distraction. You don't want to be have your video game out. You don't want to have any other tabs open on your computer. If you have younger siblings, that you might need to find a quiet bedroom away from your siblings during this test. We want you to do your very best work because we don't want to misdiagnose you. Okay, so we want to know exactly what you need. Make sure to have a pencil and a paper near you to work out your math problems. And in middle school, you can use a calculator. We go to our state testing at the end of the year. All middle schoolers can use a calculator. So as you're learning in math this year, it's best to practice using your calculator. If you're not sure how to use it to benefit you, that's something that you could ask your teacher this year and your learning coach and learn how to use that calculator to work out your math problems. But use your calculator. Number 3, don't stress. Just do your best. On a diagnostic test, you're not supposed to know all the answers. You read the question and choose the best answer. If you don't know the answer, that's okay. All we ask is to choose the one that you think is best. There are going to be questions on your diagnostic assessment that you don't know. This assessment will, if you answer questions wrong, it's going to give you easier questions. If you continue to answer them correctly, they're going to get harder as you go. So it is very important that you just do your best. And also, we want you to complete this assessment on your own. If you have your learning coach or your older sibling or maybe an aunt or uncle or someone else help you on the test, then that's going to misdiagnose you. Or your teacher isn't going to know what you know because now that is knowledge that is coming from someone else. So if you complete this test, then you're going to get credit for that in your math and language arts courses. those points that you will receive are a completion grade. So that means if you complete the test, then you get full credit. So no worries if you feel like you're getting a lot of answers incorrect, because you get points just for completing your test. So do your best, but don't ask for help. Remember, your teachers are going to use your data from this assessment to determine what they need to teach you this year. So please do your best and don't ask for help. So on Tuesday, August 15th, we will be sending an email during our Welcome to Online Learning, and it will have this login information in the email. So if you look here on the screen, this is the login to get into iReady. You're going to want to bookmark this on your computer. Save it, put it in your favorites, because this is something you'll have to come back to a lot this year. So this will be in the email, or you can type it in your browser, whatever one works best for you. Once you get to the website, it will look like this. And what you'll do is you're going to have a username and a password, and this username and password will be the same all year. So once you get that information, we want you to write this down and keep it in a safe place. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about your username and password. Your username is going to be your first initial, your last initial, and the last 6 digits of your student ID number. So for example, my name is Crystal Jones, and say my student ID number is 9876543. So my username would be C, my first initial, J, my last initial, and then the last 6 numbers of my student ID. So I'm only going to use the 876543. I would not use the 9 at the beginning because this has 7 numbers, and I can only use the last 6. Okay? This information is going to be sent to you in an email too, so if you forget, that's okay. Check your email, it's there. And then your password is OVCA, all in lowercase letters. So remember, you want to write this down and keep it in a safe place because you'll be using this all year. So you'll type that in, and then you have to choose Oklahoma because that's our great state. And then go ahead and push go. So once you are all logged in, you will see a screen that looks like this. You will choose the subject. So on Tuesday, you will be completing your math. So you will choose math. And then once you click that, it will begin your diagnostic assessment. And then you will keep working until you finish. And the next day, which will be Wednesday, you'll come back in to the same website, log in, and do your reading. So by the end of the week, you'll have both assessments complete. Now, you may think, I wish there was a place for helps, tips. There is a website for you to go to if you're struggling or need more information, and I have that here on the screen. If you put in iReadyCentral.com home connections, even in Google, or you could type this into your browser, it will pop up. So you can always go there for more information. And of course, your teachers are always willing to help. So if you have a question or get stuck on something on how to complete the test, then you can email us. But remember, we aren't going to help you with your diagnostic assessment because we want to know what you know. And we know all of you are going to do a great job on this. And we're super excited to see what our students need this year because we all love teaching. All right, good luck. And I look forward to seeing you this year.